Good morning. It's 9:45. I'm TK, and this is Coach on the Rocks. So welcome. Thank you for joining as always. I'm hoping that you're having a wonderful week. So yesterday, the lovely Anamaria Dorgo has published a post and a bit of an article at Toolbox about the fact that practice doesn't always make perfect, or it might, but there's a missing piece, which is reflection. If you check out her profile and her post, you will see some good tips on how to reflect if you want to improve your L&D learning experience. Right? So, if you're hiring people to do trainings, if you're hiring people like us, learning consultants to help your leaders grow, practice is important, but reflection is even more um, important harder, one would say, which is obviously a stupid thing to say, but it's just a joke that I remembered. Anyways, it's absolutely key. But I think what she doesn't necessarily mention is, and the angle I wanted to explore, is that it's hell of a difficulty to properly reflect on any experience, and it's one of the most difficult aspects of any process. By the way, I'm reflecting on the fact that my neighbors decided to do some drilling, but hopefully my filters managed to tune it out. Reflection. As we're working with leaders, teams in various learning and change processes, the reflection part is always the most difficult because mistakes are being made. We're human, and the way we work is we obviously do challenging things. And when you challenge yourself, you will make mistakes. And you will have to admit to yourself that you've made these mistakes, analyze the root causes of why they have been made, and take care to improve. And many people really struggle with that. Many people struggle with admitting failure. Many people struggle with really having the appropriate conversation about the root causes because psychologically it's difficult. I can talk about, safe spaces and so on, and they're great to have. But however safe you have it, there's always some vulnerability that needs to be shown. There's always more. There's always things that you might feel like you can't be completely candid with, right? And such, if there's less safety, less psychological, safety to allow people to speak openly, they neglect it. In fact, we at Humble Associates have ended a program and going through a period of reflection with this particular client ourselves. A difficult one. We've challenged ourselves. Mistakes have been made. And when, reviewing what happened, when sometimes reviewing unexpected and surprising pieces of feedback, doesn't always feel great. Or actually, it takes quite a toll. Especially if there's very harsh personal feedback that's being given, or you want to take it personally. And yet, instead of rejecting it, I think it's important to properly go through the process of reflection, because as a leadership development consultant, but even as a person, it's important to strive for congruence, to make sure that this happens correctly with an open heart, because this is where the growth is. Whatever the outcome, whatever the result, in the longer term, you will learn and grow more. Your employees will learn and grow more if they really reflect on the learning experience they had. As difficult as it might be, there's some tools that you can use. Anna Maria's post is a great starting place. But at the end, I think what's really important is to understand, acknowledge, and normalize the difficulty of reflection. I wish, as society, whatever you want to call ourselves, human race, our attitude was to reflect first before responding. So many people somehow, got into this mode of responding with excuses before really reflecting and admitting. Many people think it's a sign of weakness. I'll leave it with you to think what happens and think about how we behave. Am I responding with excuses? Yes, I am. Is it difficult to reflect? Yes, it is. Is it even more difficult to have the right balance of perspective? Oh boy. But there's great tools. There's great ways. There's people that will help. People want to reflect and improve. Most people want to really do get a good job. You can always be certain of that. However, it feels it might not be the case. So, practice makes perfect. Repetition makes great. Reflection makes you excellent and gives you the value. See you tomorrow. I'm repeating this every day for the next episode of Coach on the Rocks, which is, something that, I've also improved. Yeah, it's actually been, has it been a year? Probably more than that even. I don't even remember. Every day I look at myself, I see what I'm talking about and try to improve my process. Hope you enjoy it. Have a nice one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.